Choosing between a trust and an LLC is a critical decision that impacts your asset protection, tax strategy, and estate planning. These two legal structures serve different purposes and offer distinct advantages depending on your specific needs. A trust and a limited liability company are both legal vehicles created at the state level, but they function quite differently. People establish these structures to gain advantages like preferential tax treatment, avoid probate, and protect assets. Let's start by understanding how a trust operates. A trust is formed by creating and signing a document that names a trustee and at least one beneficiary. Your property is transferred to the trust, and you provide instructions on how that property should be managed. Unlike an LLC, a trust document doesn't require filing with any government agency. The main benefit of a trust is that it doesn't count as part of your estate. This alleviates the tax burden for heirs by decreasing the value of personal assets. Families often choose trusts to avoid estate taxes, manage assets, and ensure property passes to designated heirs. Trusts come in two main varieties: revocable and irrevocable. A revocable trust allows the trustee to modify or dissolve it at any time. Assets in an irrevocable trust, however, are no longer considered personal property, and this type of trust cannot be dissolved without a court order. An LLC, on the other hand, is a legal entity offering limited liability protection similar to a corporation, but with the flexibility of a partnership. An individual can own an LLC solely or partially, with no employees required beyond the owner. While primarily used for business operations, individuals can place property in an LLC, which then legally belongs to the company rather than the individual directly. If the owner of an LLC passes away, their interest typically passes through probate and is considered an estate asset. However, LLCs can be structured to prevent personal creditors from taking ownership to satisfy outstanding debt. When should you choose a trust over an LLC? A trust makes the most sense for estate planning goals, as it allows seamless asset transfer without probate delays. Trusts are ideal for protecting beneficiaries who may not be financially responsible, potentially reducing estate tax liability, planning for special needs individuals, and maintaining privacy. An LLC is better suited when asset protection, business operations, and ownership flexibility are priorities. Real estate investors often place properties in LLCs to limit personal liability. If you're generating income through active business, an LLC provides operational flexibility and protection from business-related lawsuits. LLCs also offer strong creditor protection and tax flexibility. For asset protection, LLCs generally provide better liability protection than trusts. Your personal assets are typically protected from lawsuits involving business activities or rental properties held in the LLC. Revocable trusts offer no protection from creditors, though irrevocable trusts can provide some protection depending on jurisdiction. The costs and requirements differ between these structures as well. Trust setup costs typically range from $1,000 to $3,000, depending on complexity, with no ongoing state filing or annual fees. LLCs require filing articles of organization with state fees ranging from $50 to $800, plus potential annual reports, franchise taxes, or registered agent fees. Many estate planning strategies actually combine both a trust and an LLC to maximize benefits. You can place LLC membership interests into a trust, allowing for operational protection through the LLC and estate planning benefits through the trust. This approach is ideal for families looking to pass down assets while avoiding probate, reducing estate taxes, and protecting family businesses from creditors. Taxation differences are also important to consider. Revocable trusts are considered grantor trusts, meaning the grantor is taxed on the income. Irrevocable trusts may file their own tax returns and are taxed at higher trust income rates. Single-member LLCs are typically disregarded entities taxed as sole proprietorships, while multi-member LLCs are taxed as partnerships by default, though they can elect corporate taxation. The right structure ultimately depends on your specific situation. An LLC may offer more favorable treatment for business income, while a trust might be advantageous for reducing estate taxes. Consulting with a qualified attorney is essential to determine which option makes the most sense for your particular circumstances and goals.